Hello everybody and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and welcome back to another Taskmaster challenge. As always, my competitors are Stealth17 and Brother Monero. Of course, I am Spartan Elite 43. Now, this challenge is a little bit of a nod back to our Top Gear special that we had a couple weeks ago. And it is a little bit of a change. So, this challenge is obviously done by Brother Monroe. And if you guys remember the previous Top Gear challenge, we went with speed. Speed is key. Speed and power. That's what we go with. But this one is, going to be a bit different. So, speed and power battleships were ambitious but rubbish. Admiral Clarkson's discredited idea has been discarded, and Admiral May has decided that instead, armor must be key. The year is 1920, range is 30 kilometers, our fleet is one British battleship, and the Hammond's enemy French fleet is one battleship, 4 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and 6 destroyers. The enemy battleship has the Admiral of the French Navy, Admiral Richard Lahammond, or Richard Lamond. I don't know. I know his name is technically Hammond, but, trying to give it a French twist. But, on board. If you sink his ship, you win immediately. Fastest to sink Hammond is the winner. Build restrictions. Admiral May wasn't known as Captain Slow for nothing. Your ship can have a maximum speed of 21 knots. Clarkson was, of course, wrong. Protection is key. Your ship must have as many protective features as possible. Max bulkheads, max torpedo belt, spacious crew quarters, reinforced bulkheads, 2, and max flash protection required. As you might have guessed, I've done it properly. Your ship's armor, main belt, deck, and turrets must be able to resist your own guns at a range of 15 kilometers. All right. So, yeah, let's get right into designing. We're going to destroy it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's get right into what the heck? Why is this here? I swear I did not build this. Oh, this is our design for the last challenge. I was like, what is this? Like, I don't like... Okay, let's clear. I'm like, I swear this was not me. Alright, let's scrap that. I haven't even tried this challenge yet. That's hilarious. Alright, so... Does it say that we have a specific hull that we have to use? It does not. Okay, so we have the NG G3 class, which is capable of up to 61,000 tons. And then we have Dreadnought 4, or Dreadnought 7, sorry. That is, yeah, just worse in every way. So I guess we will be going with the NG G3 class. We're going to go ahead and give us all of that, because we're going to need all of the displacement possible. We're also going to go with that and draft. So we're going to go with a big boy ship. Alright, it means we're not going to be able to turn, but should mean that we are the most protected that we can possibly be. We can drop the range all the way down. We are limited to a maximum of 21 knots. So let's just go 21 knots. Boom. That is our maximum speed we are allowed. We also must have spacious crew quarters, so we're going to go with that. For fuel, we're going to go with oil 1. Probably, we'll start with natural boilers, see what we can get away with. Yeah, turbo electric looks like it's going to be the lightest, so we'll go with that. Auxiliary 3. Shaft 3. Hull weight is more. Engine cost, I don't worry about that. All right, so here's the thing. He said maximum flash protection. I don't know what he means by that. Does that mean we can't have anything that increases the potential, like, flash chance? This gives us... So this one adds a flash fire chance. So I think what we'll do is we'll go with electro-hydro. Actually, wait, that reduces turret traverse and all that. Yeah, let's just go with electro-hydro. All right, the best Krupp we can get, the best anti-torpedo we can get, which is 3 apparently. Let's go with the triple hull bottom, reinforced bulkheads 2, anti-flooding 3, and Citadel. Did we have a max, or did we have a thing that we have to choose? Reinforced bulkheads 2 and max flash protection. Okay, so what we're looking for is flash fire chance. So -10, -15, -20. So yeah, it's going to be Citadel 5, all or nothing. Okay. Fair enough. All right, so now we get to build this the way we want, right? Let's just check over and make sure there isn't something hiding in the rough here. Okay, so 49, 52, 55, 50. See, this modern tower 8 is actually almost as good as this advanced tower. But not quite. So yeah, I guess we go with the advanced tower. Put that there for now. For secondary tower, we got 23.5, 21, and 10. I think we'll just go with a large secondary tower as well. Boom. There's a little bit of a walkway there. That's kind of cool. Okay. Let's see. So, I guess we go with kind of a standard design here. We're going to have a layered defense because we're going up against multiple different enemies. The goal, of course, is to kill the enemy battleship as quickly as possible. So we are going to need a funnel. Let's just go ahead and go with the smallest funnel possible for now. Put that towards the back. It gives us a 63% engine efficiency. Okay, so if we go with induced boilers, which is going to add a little bit of weight, that takes us to 100%. So we're good there. We don't need any extra. We're fine. Okay, beautiful. All right, so barbettes. We're going to definitely need some barbettes. Main guns. See, here's the kicker. So we got to have guns that are, or we got to have armor that is capable of defending against our main guns at a range of 15 kilometers. So if we go with 16-inch guns, at 15 kilometers, we have to have more than, let me just see. So we got belt deck. Do 16.6 inches at the belt and 0.3 inches of deck. I don't know how this is. See, I've never actually paid attention to the penetration before, so I'm not exactly sure. So is that supposed to be 13.2 inches of deck armor? I've never actually paid attention to this. I don't know exactly. So 16.6 inches, I'm going to guess it's 13.2 inches of deck. How the hell are we supposed to get 13.2 inches of deck armor? Okay, well, let's look at this one then. This seems a little bit more reasonable, even though it's still pretty ridiculous. So 14.2 inch belt armor. Because the other thing is, these are really heavy. 46 caliber. So these are actually better. But they're so heavy. We don't have that much weight. Or we don't have that much hull available. I think we go with 15-inch guns. Triple barrels. I say triple barrels. I think we would still get a negative for having triples. But more shells downrange is more shells downrange. Okay, let's go with barbette. We're going to go with a medium superimposed barbette. I think that'll fit a 15-inch gun. Yeah, we can technically put a 15-inch gun there. Something like that. Put that there. Put that there. Gives us a pretty large citadel because of the distance between this gun and this gun. I do want those to be as accurate as possible, so we are going to increase the length of the barrels. So that gives us, what, 52 caliber guns? Okay. Now, what does this mean? This means that at 15,000 meters, we have to have at least 17 inches of belt armor and... now it's saying 1.6 inches of deck armor. Okay, that sounds a little bit more reasonable. Alright, but we also have to take into consideration our propellant and everything, so we are definitely going to be going 2 powder. Actually, I've got an idea. Actually, I lied, because it says maximum flash protection, right? So I guess we have to go with like 2 powder and then I think TNT. I don't think we can use these because these will add flash fire chance, right? Yeah. Flash fire chance, flash fire chance. Electro goes at flash fire chance as well, so hydro is the best we can do. Let's go minus 10%, minus 15%, plus 2, plus 5. 12.5, 7.5. I guess we'll go with semi-auto reloading. I definitely want to go with stereoscopic rangefinder 4. Hydro isn't really that big a deal. Let's just go with a Hydro 1. And then, of course, we're going radio detection or direction finding. That gives me radar generation 1, which increases gun base aiming speed. So that's a big deal. It does make us a little heavier. Okay, so at the belt, with this loadout, we are capable of 17 inches of belt armor. So let's go that 17 inches. Boom. And the deck, what did we say the deck was? Deck is 1.6 inches. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Like, I was seeing the thing earlier that was a little bit ridiculous. So we have to have at least 1.6 inches of deck armor, which we have already got. Okay, so we're fine there for now. We're going to build the rest of this the way we are, as long as we have a minimum of 1.6 inches of deck everywhere. Right? So, yeah, I mean, we're literally fine at the moment. Can we go 17 inches of fore and aft? We're overweight now. Okay. So 17 inches of belt armor everywhere. We can drop this back a little bit. We do have an aft weight offset, which is to be expected, I suppose. If we move this forward... A bit of a 4-weight offset. Alright, that's going to be about as balanced as we make this. Now, it does have quite a pitch, and I think pitch is this direction, the rocking forward and reverse, and then roll is left to right, or like, you know, across the beam. So, we're going to have to try to affect that if we can. We are still overweight, obviously. We also... we can drop the main deck down to get under the weight. Let's go 6 inches there. We are officially underweight, but we need secondaries, so let's go secondaries. We're up against destroyers, cruisers, and... yeah, so heavy cruisers, light cruisers, and destroyers as well. So we need a layered defense if we can. So 5-inch triple barrels. We can put those up there. We are still overweight. Big surprise. So that's quite a few 5-inch guns. Okay. I don't see any casemates, so I don't think we have to worry about that. What about 4-inch guns? Any spots for 4-inch guns? I don't think so. 3-inch guns? No. 2-inch guns? We can have 2-inch guns. What about 3-inch guns, like single barrels? No. So it has to be 2-inch guns. So 2-inch triples. We can put those there. There. Goes back there. This thing literally has guns sticking everywhere. Okay. I think that's pretty much it in terms of being able to get secondaries on the tower. I would like to have a couple of guns along the side, though. Let's see, 4-inch guns reload in 4.6 seconds. 5-inch guns reload in 8.2. So it's about twice as the reload. 48 to 44. I still think we go with the 5-inch guns, though. Alright, we'll throw one there. One there. One there. One there. Alright, let's go ahead and increase these as much as we can. Alright. Feel like that's a pretty solid defense. We got smaller guns up top, these little 2-inch guns. I don't expect these to do a lot, but maybe with their rate of fire, they'll be able to set a lot of fires. Hopefully. We don't exactly have the best fire chance here to throw at the enemy, but I'm hoping that we can get away with a little bit. We are using incendiary HE, so that should at least give us the best chance of setting fires. And then for AP, I think we go with standard AP. I don't want to be overpinning. And I feel like with 15-inch guns, we would definitely overpin if we go more than AP. So I think we go AP there. We are going to be using super heavy shells. We got to have the barbette, so maximum fire chance. Alright. Alright, so now we have to adjust our ship. Now, they didn't say that we had to use 21 knots. They said our maximum is 21 knots. So if we drop this down to 16 knots, that saves us quite a bit of weight. Of course, we probably don't need induced boilers for that then. So that'll save us a little bit more weight. And then we can drop some more deck armor because, again, we have to have at least... At 15,000 meters... Oh, God. It spiked all the way up to 34.1 inches? And then 3.2 inches of deck armor. So we have to have at least 2... How the hell are we getting... Okay, if we just take this straight down to 3.2 inches, how the hell do we get 34 inches of belt? That can't be right. Am I reading this wrong? 15,000 meters, 34.1 inches. Good God. All because we changed our penetration. You know what that means? If we go back here, what does this mean we can pin? This gives us 18.8 inches. Okay, well, let's try that. What about semi-ballistic? 23.9 inches. And 2.3. We can actually get away with that. But surely not everywhere. Yeah, that puts us right back up way too much. What did we say this was now? 2.9? 2.3. So if we go down to 2.3... Yeah, there's no way. We have to go with we got to go with semi-armor piercing then. That is the only chance that we have to get this thing to actually work. Which is 16 inch or 18.8 inches and 1.8 inches. So 18.8, 18.8, 18.8, and then what did we say it was? 1.8 inches? Yeah, 1.8. And we're still too heavy. Good God. Could drop our citadel down. So if we take this down to an inch, take this down to like 3, take this down to an inch. We're still 2,000 tons over. Still 2,000 tons. Not quite, but close. Take this down to 1. Take this down to 0. Where can we save weight? It saves us a couple hundred tons. Saves a couple hundred tons. That gets us under the limit. Okay. Boys, this is a rough challenge to try to build. All right. But I think we got it. I think we got what we're going to be going for here. We could actually add a little bit more armor here, I think. Or we could add some extra oomph. Maybe we add the oomph to these. That gives us essentially 3-inch guns up here for these big boys. Our pitch is still not good. Our roll's fine. Our weight offset is fine. We're as compact as we can get. Unfortunately, they got this crane right in the middle. Otherwise, we could compact this a little bit better. So I think we just add a little bit to the superstructure. And then conning tower. Yeah, we can go 16.1 there. Okay, so let's just rehash. So make sure we follow all of the rules. I don't see anything that actually has to be a name. Ship's armor. Main belt, deck, and turrets. Oh god, I didn't even think about the turrets. Must be able to resist your own guns at a range of 15 kilometers. So what about our turrets? So what we say, it has to be 18.8 and 1.8. Okay, so that means we can't armor the 2.9-inch guns, so we can't do anything about that. But 18.8 inches for the main guns. And then the top has to be at least 2.8 or 1.8. So we can save a little bit of armor there. So that allows us to get the side armor correct. The top of the armor, not so much. We do have an 11-inch barbette, which should be fine. With the amount of belt armor we're going to have on this thing, our draft is not doing us any favors in terms of belt armor, right? Because I'm assuming that the belt actually goes quite a bit up. I mean, I see the belt here, the torpedo protection. But, yeah, this is an interesting build. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of thought that has to go into this that I wasn't prepared to do. Alright, but that gives us a little bit of opportunity to add a little bit of speed to this thing. Can't go over 21 knots. We can do 19, though. Can we go any higher than 19? No. 19 it is. Alright. We will change the name, because, you know, Diddly Squat was the last design. So if it was Diddly Squat, James May would come up with the Practical Polly. Actually, we'll go with that. Practical Polly. Alright, so I think this is the best that we're going to do. We do have some pitch issues. We do have some engine efficiency issues because we raised the thing. But, I mean, if we go induce boilers to get rid of that, yeah, immediately overweight. So we would have to drop that. So I'm not worried about it. We're in the 80s. That's fine with me. That gets rid of most of the negatives for the engine efficiency. So I'm not worried about that. Everything else, I believe, lives up to the standards. Our guns are armor to protect us against our own caliber guns. Our armor, belt, and deck are all capable of resisting our guns at the 15,000 meters, which is 18.8 inches of armor on the belt and 1.8 inches of deck armor. Yeah, this is going to be a challenge. Now, the unfortunate side of things is we actually had to go with semi-armor piercing, which is less than ideal. So I'm wondering if we build for maximum of HE. We are using big caliber guns, 15-inch guns. We are using super heavy shells. I guess we just go with it. This is about as good as I'm going to get. Hopefully this is within the challenge. I believe it is. Everything has been met. Our goal is to sink the enemy battleship as quickly as possible. So we're going to try to do that. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, baby. I apologize for taking so long to build this, but when you're in a challenge where if you screw up the challenge, you fail immediately, I want to make sure I get all of the things correct, at least as best of my knowledge, because again, I don't normally look at these things, so I have no idea if I'm right or not. So I'm sure Brother Monroe and Stealth will be able to let me know whether or not I was correct in those assumptions. I went with the highest value for my gun's penetration at that range, for belt and deck. We got the Battleship Practical Polly. We're going to go ahead and point our nose towards the enemy. Speed up time. We are pulling 19 knots right now, so you'll love to see that. We're down to 5 times speed, so we're about to be engaged. I'll be real honest, I'm probably just going to go right at these guys. I have a pretty decent amount of confidence that we're going to be able to do well with our secondaries. We've got a pretty decent layered secondaries here. So we should be able to attack destroyers, cruisers with those, no problems. And then, of course, our semi-armor piercing should be able to absolutely smash pretty much everything that we come up against. But we're about to find out. We are already engaging. Let's take a look at this thing. It's got 15.1 inch guns, so it potentially can overmatch us here, which is unfortunate. Let's take a look at her, though. What are we up against? Guns everywhere. Casemates and secondaries. This is actually one of the more practical designs, even though these secondaries are massive. One of the more practical designs I've seen the AI come up with. You can see we are actually doing a pretty good job here of fending off. Let's just go auto here. Let the AI choose which ammo is best to shoot at the targets. And we will keep... There we go. That's what we're talking about. We should be good from the torpedoes here. Nope. We took that right on the bow. Oh, there's a lot of torpedoes here. So many torpedoes! Oh God. We just took a big hit. We were taking a lot of big hits. Okay, so this is their battleship here. Oh my God, we are getting annihilated. What is doing all the damage to us? It's got to be the battleship, right? Yeah, it's the battleship. Dude, he is doing so much damage. The goal, remember, is to kill this guy. Like, if we do nothing else. Our goal here is to set as many fires as possible. Alright, let's go ahead and pause. I want to look at this battleship and see what he's got. So, he's got many bulkheads, of course. He's got maximum of 24.7 knots top speed. He doesn't have as much armor as we have. So there's at least that. And then, of course, he's got turtleback armor. He's using standard AP, standard shell size, reduced amount of ammo. But it doesn't matter because he's still got a lot of ammo to bring for a single friggin' ship. Alright, keep it going. The other thing that we're looking at with these fires is to actually knock out the crew. Because remember, if we don't have to necessarily sink him, we just got to get him to quit. So if we can kill his crew really quickly, then we can still win this challenge. But he is doing a lot of damage to us here. Doing so much damage to us. He's up to 18% crew. Come on, Practical Polly. He's lost 21% of his crew. Let's speed up time here. There we go. And a flash fire, of course. All of the flash fire chance being reduced, and we still take a flash fire. Even with really good belt armor and all of the things. Spacious crew quarters. Like, we are doing everything in our power here. We are getting annihilated. I wonder if AP wouldn't actually do us better here since he is broadside. I say that, as soon as I go to switch to AP, he turns away from us like he knows that I'm switching to AP. Come on, Practical. I think we actually need to double back and try to get the other side involved because I think we've lost a lot of our secondaries. They just don't seem to be firing. We have lost a quarter of our crew, though, so that might have something to do with it. He's at 9.3 kilometers. Our 5-inch guns can shoot out to 14 kilometers, so he's in range. Try AP for the next salvo here. He is basically broadside. Of course, we take an AP salvo, we miss. And then he gets a nasty hit on us. 603 pinning. See, he's getting it through the deck. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this challenge, boys. Struggling to hit. And now we don't have the angle because we're listing too far. We can't raise our guns enough to shoot him. If he keeps circling, though, he might actually get into range to be shot at again. We are still moving at 3 knots, but we're just getting annihilated. Down we go. Well, we're on a bit of a bad streak now here with these challenges, unfortunately. Yeah, this has not gone well. Not gone well. We did take out one of their destroyers on our way in, but their battleship just seemed to be perfectly built to kill us. Had 15.1-inch guns. We were protected against 15-inch guns. Of course, he had standard AP and was pinning us through the deck like nobody's business, which is unfortunate. But, yep, it's just one of those things. Not a whole lot I can do about it. That's the downside. They only had cadets, too. Like, come on, man. Or no, we had cadets. Why did we had veteran crew? Why is it saying that we had cadets? I know we put it on veterans. It's on veterans. I think we got screwed. That could be a huge reason why we weren't hitting the target as well. Like, we should have had decent accuracy. I mean, at 15 kilometers, 1.4, and then all the way up, we were at 9.5, right? So, yeah, I mean, 5.6 to 3.1, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is we got our butts kicked, and we definitely did not win this challenge. So, don't forget to check out the other guys' attempts, and if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.